Happy New Year everyone! Let's unpack the Christmas special and New Year's Eve special of Eastenders. So first of all, Janine, why does she want to seduce Mick so badly? I don't understand. Like, she's always really conniving and I love that about her. She's very, very, very iconic, but I just don't understand her motivation with this whole Mick thing. Like, why would a girl boss like her be so infatuated by Mick? You know, nothing against Mick, but I just thought Janine, like, why would he be her downfall of all people? Is the lighting better if I turn this off? Oh, that's quite cosy. I'll keep it on though. I think, yeah, that's better. Why would she, why is Mick the one that is making her crumble and be like, oh my god, I need Mick, I need a man in my life? Where does that come from? I feel like there's got to be another plan. I think maybe she wants the Vic back because, I don't know, did she say she grew up in the Vic? I feel like every single character on the show grew up in the Vic at some point. So it could be that. I think maybe she's using Mick to try and get back into the Vic, and maybe after that she'll, so I'm trying to show off my nail polish that I got for Christmas. So I'm just sort of like going like this all the video. Maybe, yeah, she's trying to get with Mick so that she can just take over the Vic. This is getting really confusing. Mick, Vic, Mick, Vic. And she must really want it so badly, you know, to mess up another person's alcoholic recovery. I thought it was very dramatic of her to go over to Linda's mum's pub, and get her to drink alcohol. Like, where does that even come from? And to be honest, I'm a bit like, I don't really think this made a lot of sense, because Linda's been working in a bar all this time. Surely there's going to be other things tempting her. So maybe it wasn't the first time she'd drunk alcohol. And yeah, I really enjoy Janine as a character, but I don't know, to get involved with the Carters maybe was not the best use of her character. I feel like she could have done a lot more, and the Carters, I'm not saying they're boring, but ever since Callum moved out, they have been a little bit dull. Right, now on to one of my favourite storylines, Rocky's truth revealed. So I actually love this character. I think he, you know, what was his name? Terry? Anyway, his new name's Tom. I loved the dynamic with him and Sonia, and I loved his relationship with Kathy as well, and I just think they should forgive him. I honestly do. It was a great thing to add to the Christmas Day episode, that, you know, his reveal. I thought it was a nice touch, because any storyline involving Grey, it can't really stand up on its own on Christmas Day, so I thought to have that reveal with Rocky in there as well, I thought that added a lot to the episode. I think that was a good decision. But yeah, I think Kathy and Sonia should just forgive him, and because I just love their dynamic so much. So the main storyline of Christmas Day was Grey and Chelsea getting married and Whitney trying to stop it. Now, I don't understand why Kira was so against trying to stop it from happening. Like, surely he would, you know, say something. I don't understand. It just, a lot of the episode was Whitney and Kira knew and then Chelsea didn't. I'm just like, it took so long for them to actually be like, right, Chelsea, look at these forums. Like, why did Whitney seduce Grey and then carry out that plan before showing Chelsea the forums? Like, it would have made so much more sense. She would have believed her quicker. She wouldn't have made an idiot of herself in just trying to seduce Grey, because now everyone just thinks she's a slag. Honestly, when I heard that the Grey storyline was going to be at the forefront on Christmas Day, I was very, very disappointed, because we all know how I feel about that storyline. I just think Grey should not be in the show. I think he should have been written out at least a year ago. No more than 3 months after Chantel's death should he have been in the show for. But having said all that, I don't think the storyline's too bad. It will never be as good as it could have been, but I am enjoying it, like, for what it is. Now on to the New Year's Eve episode. So I thought this was really good. I always think the New Year's Eve episodes are so much better than the Christmas Day episodes. That is my controversial opinion. Aaron's storyline is actually being done so well. Obviously he's a terrible character, we hate him, but the storyline, it is being done well. Like, the dialogue is so what that sort of person would say. Like, you hear people, well, I don't hear people say stuff like that all the time because I don't associate myself with those kind of people, but you know, you see it online, on social media, on videos, like, they always say stuff like that, and on comment sections as well, you know, you always get sort of people saying those things, and I think it's doing a really good job at getting those sort of phrases and buzzwords into a character as terrible as him, because then it shows you what the sort of people are who believe things like that. And when I tell you that episode had me on the edge of my seat, I basically screamed when the explosion went off, which turned out to not be an explosion, thank goodness. Yeah, it was done well, very tense. At first I felt maybe it's a little bit anticlimactic that the explosion didn't actually happen, but I don't think it really matters because the main point was still made. It's not really about, you know, I thought it was going to be like this big stunt, this big explosion, and that it was just going to be an episode based around this big stunt going on in the show, but it kind of was a lot deeper than that. It was more about exploring the issue. So in the end I was just kind of like, yeah, fair enough, you know, you don't need to like just kill off characters for no reason when you want to make a point. If only they'd had that realisation during the domestic violence storyline, but what can you do? Anyway, thank you for watching my mini review of the Christmas and New Year's episodes of Eastenders. I will be back with more shortly, hopefully. I would love to be. Thank you for watching, bye!